the day never assumes. Your eyes speaking softly like someone who fears their own voice. Between guilt and long-held desire, we pretend it's still us. Words come easily in the dark. They swear to stay, they swear to change, but the night lies tenderly and I let her rock me. It is not love that brings us together. It's the silence that nobody sees when the world closes its eyes. We pretend to believe again. Promises that only survive in the darkness. They die when the sun rises. At night we are eternal. During the day, nobody stays. Promises that only survive in the darkness. Between alcohol, guilt, desire. Hope is but weak, and it falls before the You speak of distant plans, as if tomorrow were real. But I know that at the break of day, everything goes back to normal. Messages deleted in the shower, gazes that avoid saying that we only exist as a whole. When there's no one to see, I know this script. I've already lived this refrain. Dawn brings courage. What the day calls illusion. It's not a lack of feeling, it's an excessive contradiction. What is promised in the dark, it cannot withstand the light of reason. Promises that only survive in the darkness, they cannot withstand bright light. Love that demands secrecy, he can never stand the truth. Promises that only survive in the darkness, these are roads made to be broken. We call it a relapse, the fear of moving on without repeating the experience. One day I stayed awake when the night tried to pull me in, and I realized that hope, it only came when I let myself be deceived. It wasn't you who was coming back, it was the habit of not letting go. I face the void sober, it hurts more than a popular lie. We don't betray ourselves out of desire, but because I don't know how to be alone. When a promise is born drunk, she is born already and dust. my script from the very beginning, before I even spoke. They told me who I should be and where could I step. They called it care control, they called it fear of driving. Each order came wrapped as if it were protection. I learned to repeat answers before even thinking, but something inside me resisted when they tried to format me. It wasn't ingratitude, no desire to deny. It was my conscience screaming that living is not about giving up. Created to obey was never my name. It was never my job. I am not a number, I am not property, not even an extension of your hand. Created to obey was never my name. I wasn't born to serve a script, refusing to be owned. It was my first real act. The family wanted security, society production. The system wanted results without asking who I am then. Spreadsheets, goals, and applause, they promised belonging. But every time I followed the line, I was losing internal recognition. It was an empty rebellion, it was identity intention. Why live without choice? It's another form of imprisonment. It's not an escape when you break free. Saying no is not a mistake. When the world wants you as an object, thinking is already a revolution. Created to obey was never my name. I didn't sign that paper. I wasn't born to fulfill expectations. Who never asked who I am. Created to obey was never my name. I am not a cog in a machine without a steering wheel, refusing to be owned by the system. It's about taking charge of your own life. One day I stopped explaining because it didn't fit there. Who demands justification? He never really wanted to listen to me. I am not seeking to destroy structures, not even escaping the real world. I simply refuse to be owned from an artificial becomes a problem for me, so I accept the position. I prefer to be a conscious exception. What a heartless rule. Created to obey was never my name, and it won't be from now on. Who governs their own life? It never fits into a permanent mold. Created to obey was never my name. Today I choose a direction. I don't serve numbers, goals, or fears. I serve my own decision. Today I am not asking for approval, not even an excuse for existing. When I refuse to be property, I started to live without asking permission to be me. failure in the process. Out of sync with the gears. They said I didn't fit in, which spoiled the view. Each no became a sentence, every doubt a rebellion. If thinking was already a deviation, to exist has become a transgression. I tried to fit the mold, but he always rejected me. So I stopped asking for space and I accepted the name that was left over. If obedience is a virtue, I prefer to carry the error, because who never questions, he was born a prisoner. Proud to be the system's mistake. If to err is to not kneel, if making a mistake means not selling your soul, so I chose to make the mistake. Proud to be the system's mistake. The flaw that wasn't corrected, I transformed exclusion into identity, and the revolt becomes something lucid and cold. I was pushed to the sidelines early, no manual for survival. While they were following orders, I was learning to choose. They call my refusal a threat, my silence of insubordination. But those who live outside the queue see beyond containment. I am neither a product nor a statistic, not even a promise for someone to hold you to. If that breaks their logic, let logic learn to bleed. They need me to adjust, to keep everything the same. But every system fears those who think outside the box. Proud to be the system's mistake. The mistake that didn't ask for forgiveness. If it exists without permission, it's a crime, so that's my position. Proud to be the system's mistake. I'm not looking for belated acceptance. I prefer to be the conscious problem more than an empty solution. I don't want to destroy structures, I simply refuse to be owned. Who calls obedience a virtue? He is afraid of freedom. If the world runs on fear, so I don't work here. My unconventional existence, it's proof that I still chose. I am not a factory defect, I am a decision outside the norm. If this threatens control, so let this threat exist and be alive. Proud to be the system's mistake, and I'm not going to be corrected. Who transforms revolt into awareness? It will never be contained again. Proud to be the system's mistake. My mistake is not keeping quiet. If the price of being free is being wrong, so this mistake will continue. Today I am not asking for understanding, not even space to explain myself. The system knows exactly. Why can't you control me? Hey, I am the mistake that cannot be fixed, the item that didn't sell. And as long as imposed molds exist, this mistake, it will continue to be made. touch you. Each lap came with a warning, but I chose to ignore it. You weren't hiding the damage, I wasn't pretending not to know. But when pain has your name, she seems to choose me. His gaze held a promise, and he left as punishment. But I called it presence, what was pure corrosion. It was neither a mistake nor a surprise. It was a silent agreement. I knew the exact price, and yet I still thought it was precious. I kissed the pain because it bore its name. I confused injury with desire. Each return was deliberate, not out of innocence, but out of dependence. I kissed the pain because it bore its name. When love turned into restraint, sometimes we choose what hurts us just to avoid dealing with their own loneliness. I got used to the poison, calling habit a passion. His touch hurt less than accepting your absence in hand. Every crumb was shelter, every act of contempt a ritual. I called it intense love because loving in peace seemed unreal. You were leaving, I was falling apart. You would come back and I would betray myself, because living without this pain, it required courage that I didn't yet possess. Oh, it wasn't you who held me captive, it was the fear of losing all feeling. Sometimes the heart prefers to bleed rather than admitting that it needs to exist. I kissed the pain because it bore its name, and I made falling a commonplace occurrence. Going back always cost more, but being alone seemed like a bleak end. I kissed the pain because it bore its name. I transformed dependence into faith. When the wound becomes identity, the cure is more frightening than standing up. One day I realized that I no longer loved you. I only feared the silence and the loneliness that comes after the dark. I wasn't going back out of hope, he returned out of necessity. Because when pain becomes your companion, peace seems too strange. I kissed that which was destroying me, because that's what I knew how to feel. Loving you has become synonymous to give up on me. I kissed the pain because lost in the dark. It cannot withstand the light of reason. Promises that only survive in the darkness, they cannot withstand bright light. Love that demands secrecy, he can never stand the truth. Promises that only survive in the darkness, these are oaths made to be broken. We call it a relapse, the fear of moving on without repeating the experience. One day I stayed awake when the night tried to pull me in, and I realized that hope it only came when I let myself be deceived. It wasn't you who was coming back, it was the habit of not letting go. Why face the void sober? It hurts more than a popular lie. We don't betray ourselves out of desire, but because I don't know how to be alone. Oh, when a promise is born drunk, oh, she is born already in dust. Promises that only survive in the darkness, they were never ground to stand on. They only exist when no one is watching. They never learn to say. Promises that only survive in the darkness, I already know where this is going. At night it seems like destiny. During the day it's just another return trip. Tonight still calls, but I hear it differently. Not every whispered promise, it deserves to be believed again. That which lives only in darkness, it's not love, it's repetition. And learn to leave sober. Perhaps it is the only redemption. They wrote my script from the very beginning, before I even spoke. They told me who I should be and where could I stay. They called it care control, they called it fear of driving. Each order came wrapped as if it were protection. I learned to repeat answers before even thinking, but something inside me resisted when they tried to format me. It was an ingratitude, no desire to deny. It was my conscience screaming that living is not about giving up. Created to obey was never my name, it was never my job. I am not a number, I am not property, not even an extension of your hand. Created to obey was never my name. I wasn't born to serve a script, refusing to be owned. explaining because it didn't fit there. Who demands justification? He never really wanted to listen to me. I am not seeking to destroy structures, not even escaping the real world. I simply refuse to be owned from an artist's soul. Scrapped if this becomes a problem for me, so I accept the position. I prefer to be a conscious exception. What a heartless rule. Created to obey was never my name, and it won't be from now on. Who governs their own life? It never fits into a permanent mold. Created to obey was never my name. Today I choose a direction. I don't serve numbers, goals, or fears. I serve my own decision. Today I'm not asking for approval, not even an excuse for existing. When I refused to be property, I started to live without asking permission to be They call me a failure in the process, out of sync with the gears. They said I didn't fit in, which spoiled the view. Each no became a sentence, every doubt a rebellion. If thinking was already a deviation, to exist has become a transgression. I tried to fit the mold, but he always rejected me. So I stopped asking for space, and I accepted the name that was left over. If obedience is a virtue, I prefer to carry the error, because who never questions, he was born a prisoner. Proud to be the to adjust to keep everything the same. But every system fears those who think outside the box. Proud to be the system's mistake, the mistake that didn't ask for forgiveness. If it exists without permission, it's a crime, so that's my position. Proud to be the system's mistake. I'm not looking for belated acceptance. I prefer to be the conscious problem more than an empty solution. I don't want to destroy structures. I simply refuse to be owned. Who calls obedience a virtue? He is afraid of freedom. If the world runs on fear, so I don't work here. My unconventional existence, it's proof that I still chose. I am not a factory defect. I am a decision outside the norm. If this threatens control, so let this threat exist and be proud to be the system's mistake. And I'm not gonna be corrected. Who transforms revolt into awareness? It will never be contained again. Proud to be the system's mistake. My mistake is not keeping quiet. If the price of being free is being wrong, so this mistake will continue. Today I'm not asking for understanding, not even space to explain myself. The system knows exactly, why can't you control me? I am the mistake that cannot be fixed, the item that didn't sell. And as long as imposed molds exist, this mistake, it will continue to be. I recognized the bitter taste even before I touch you. Each lap came with a warning, but I chose to ignore it. You would hide in the damage. I wasn't pretending not to know, but when pain has your name, she seems to choose me. His gaze held a promise, and he left his punishment, but I called it presence. What was pure corrosion? It was neither a mistake nor a surprise. It was a silent agreement. I knew the exact price, and yet I still thought it was precious. I kissed the pain because it bore its name. into the dark. I wasn't going back out of hope. He returned out of necessity, because when pain becomes your companion,